Hello! You join me on Christmas Eve as we watch the Muppets Christmas Carol. Absolutely fantastic film. I mean, what it does for me is put me in the Christmas spirit, and it's the best time to watch it Christmas Eve because, you know, if you're feeling a bit low and not very Christmassy, it'll put you in the mood for Christmas the next day. I just love it. I think it's an absolutely fantastic film for Christmas. I mean, it's probably my favourite Christmas movie. I watch it every year. I mean, I love the story of A Christmas Carol. I think it's an excellent story by Charles Dickens, of course. And what makes it so brilliant is the character of Scrooge. I mean, he is really nasty. And in this movie, we get a really vivid description of what he's like in the song, that, you know, the first song, which is, "When a cold wind blows, it chills you to the bone." And the next line is brilliant. "And there's nothing in nature that freezes your heart than years of being alone." So, I mean, it's really vivid about how this character Scrooge is like. It's played by the fantastic Michael Caine, which just makes it absolutely fantastic. I mean, I think he's one of the best to play Scrooge. I mean, it's just done fantastically. And, you know, we sort of start off with this scene, and Scrooge is sort of portrayed as this sort of really cruel and heartless man who sort of, you know, has no time for people, you know. So he's like, there's a man talking about worrying about his mortgage, and he just chucks him out, quite simply. And, you know, charities come, and he says, no, I don't want to pay the charities. The words of Charles Dickens are absolutely fantastic. Words like, are there no more poor houses, or the prison's been shut? You know, it's very, very exciting. And one of the songs that really makes you feel Christmassy is the one, which is one of my favourite fact, which is, "There's only one more sleep till Christmas. There's only one more sleep till Christmas." But it's not the best song to get you in the Christmas spirit, because there's one coming later which really is full of festive cheer. I love this one. I think it's a great film for Christmas. And there are those out there who don't believe that it's not a very good film for Christmas. I think it's mad. It's an absolutely brilliant film. I watch it every year because I know wholeheartedly that it will make me feel happy and jolly. Another scene that helps you with that is when his nephew comes, and his nephew is sort of like gay, as it would be in, you know, in the old meaning of the word, which is happy and jolly. He's very gay, and you know, he's got this spirit of Christmas, and he's so sort of jolly and happy. Not just with Christmas, but with life generally. He sort of like Scrooge says to him, "Why on earth did you get married?" And he says with great pride, "Because I fell in love." And he's just a lovely person, actually a wonderful person. And I like him because he is just so happy. He's, in the way that he describes Christmas, he says, "Christmas is a very honest, caring time." Because I think there are a few characters in this movie who have sympathy for Scrooge, and his nephew is one of those, and also Bob Cratchit is another. So they both together are really sympathetic for him, and like they can see this sort of ray of light in his heart, which others perhaps can't see. So that's just the first few bits of the movie. It's sort of crashed at the moment, so yeah, there's only 12 more minutes till Christmas Day. Ooh! Aren't we all excited and jolly? I've got my little things on, so I'm all happy. I'm actually getting quite jolly now, because it's like, ooh, it's Christmas tomorrow. I wanted to feel like this. So with Christmas, you get this overwhelming amount of happiness. You know, one day just fills you with this, just like this great big massive fit, and it sort of builds up all through your stomach and all through your chest and all up, and it makes sure you could get this great big smile across your face because it's Christmas, and it's just like this warm, wonderful feeling of just total happiness and joy, which Christmas is. Christmas can make you feel so happy, and when you're feeling so dark and down, Christmas is the thing that makes you, uplifted with joy, and that's what it is. It's so brilliant, Christmas, because it's so happy. It's a wonderful time. It's like one time in the whole of the year when you can just feel totally brilliant, happy. Yay! And while the internet's just reloading there, I thought I'd talk about the second Snowman movie, which was broadcast today. You know, We're Walking in the Air, the sequel. I have to admit, it is quite a bleak production, because like one of the first things that happens is the dog dies, and I thought, well, that's rather bleak, isn't it, for children? The dog just dies, which I think is really sad. I don't like dogs, but this, it's really sad that there's this small kid, and then his dog dies. And I just thought, I said to Toby, God, that's rather depressing, isn't it? You don't want to watch this on Christmas Eve. And then there's like this wonderful moment where he finds this box of sort of memoirs from the past of the other ginger kid who had met the snowman. And they go on a little ride, and it's okay. I think it's a pretty good production, really. And the animation is fantastic. And then at the end, his dog the snow dog turns into a real dog, and then the snowman dies, in a way, technically. Which again is very bleak, and it's rather sad just watching this small boy who looks about 14 but still believes in Santa Claus, just sort of crying over the dead snowman, which I thought was as well quite sad. But it was a very festive and uplifting piece of work, and I think the purpose of this piece of work was to make people feel Christmassy, and it does do that, so that's very good. I just had another thought. What this movie has is personality. Each ghost takes Scrooge somewhere, and it's personal because it's sort of been carved and has emotion in it. When he meets Fuzzywick, there's emotion, there's kindness, there's love, and there's a lot of emotion in this moment, and I just wanted to say that. It's interesting to see a flashback to Ebenezer's past when we see him actually falling in love, because we all see Ebenezer as sort of a horrid person, but it shows that he has got a heart, and he did fall in love once. And it's a really tragic story of him losing this lovely girl who he loved very dearly. And you can see that Ebenezer, as an old man, is very upset and traumatised by this, which is not very nice. And I love how warm Fuzzywick is. I mean, it's wonderful that it's played by Fozzie Bear, but I love that bit. I just love Fozzywick because Fozzie, lovely connection. And so we come on to the Ghost of Christmas Present, which shows Ebenezer about Christmas, and my favourite song of the whole movie, which is "It is the season of the heart," which really puts you in the Christmas spirit. And Ebenezer learns about what people think of him, and people laughing about him and such, and about Tiny Tim. And I love Miss Piggy. I love her in every single thing, every single movie that she's done, because she's the best character of them all. Because she's before she attacks Kermit and things, and she's got a gob on her, and she's just a wonderful character you can love tremendously, and she's got a wonderful voice. She's sort of like Mother, she's oh, my was not to a dusted us. Oh, Kermit, oh, Kermit, oh, thank you, Kermit. So she's got a lovely voice, and I love the scene with Tiny Tim because it makes Ebenezer think about life and how he's treating people. And the spirit of the future, who shows Tiny Tim dead, it's quite moving, really, and they're not ashamed to go that far. They do it. It's now in fact Christmas Day, and then he shows his own gravestone, Ebenezer Scrooge, and then we sort of see him change and his redemption, and that's the end of the film. So it is an excellent film. I mean, the start is really puts you in the mood, but then the ending really sort of makes you quite depressed. But no, it is a fantastic film. I love it to bits. And I don't know, maybe I'll do some editing of videos, or maybe not. Maybe I'll leave that till after Christmas. But yeah, there's not much time now. It's 1 o'clock almost. So yeah, I think it's probably bedtime for me. Off for Christmas in the morning. Goodbye.
Well, you knew it would be, didn't you, Toby?
It's a laundry basket.
Oh, if you've got that, I've got the toaster then, haven't I?